Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Cave of Collectibles. Today, I'm going to do part 2 of my room tour and show you my DC comics. I hope you all enjoy it. Cool, so here we go. We'll start with the Aquaman stuff. This is the Dan Abnett's Rebirth stuff, which I really enjoyed and I thought was really strong and what really got me into the character. I'll go through it all quite quickly, just so you have some idea of what I've got, but I don't bore you too much. There's all my Batman stuff. The Scott Snyder Batman stuff is what really got me into the character. Otherwise, before that, I didn't really read too much Batman, so since then I sort of collected up a bit around him. The Grant Morrison stuff, the omnibuses are fantastic. I really love his run. And I also really enjoy the Tom King run. It's a shame his ending. I really wish he would have got to the 100 issues like they were planning for him. But they sort of kicked him off the run before he got there. He's ending on about 86 or something, I think. Over here we've got Batman Detective. I still got a few of the trades to pick up between the last oversized hardcover and When Tomasi Takes Over. I've got 1,000 in there. So it's great stuff what I've read from that. And then Batwoman. This is the Batwoman that really started DC Comics for me. Before that, I was only Marvel, and now I'm mainly DC. And I've got this Batwoman Elegy in here as well. Elegy, however you pronounce it. As you can see, it's signed by Greg Rucka. We had him at Comic-Con here a couple of years ago, and it was great to meet him. He was such a nice guy. It's one of the prides and joys of my collection, this comic. So we're back up here. I pretty much got all the Batwoman stuff. I've loved every bit of it that I've read. My favourite so far will be the J.H. Williams stuff. I thought that was great writing and great art. Over here we've got the Birds of Prey. I'm trying to find all of the Gail Simone run, but as I got into DC Comics around the time of the New 52, some of the older volumes are a bit hard to find, and living in Australia isn't really the most price efficient country to collect comics in. Over here, we've got the Bombshells. I'm still after the rest of that. Catwoman. Down here, I've got another Catwoman. And then I've got the Dark Knights event and all the crossover tie-ins. It was a good event, but it wasn't great. Here's all my Deathstroke. I've got to collect Volume 5, and then I think that should get me up to date with the Rebirth stuff. A few random volumes of The Flash in there. I'm after Volume 5 of The Flash by Jeff Johns. And a few other Flash bits here, the Rebirth stuff. I'm reading the Deluxe Edition Volume 3 at the moment, which is why it's on the top. And we've got Gotham Central Omnibus. We've got one of the Mike Grell volumes, which is signed by Mike Grell as well. I'll put that back in after. Green Arrow. And here we come to Green Lantern. I spent a lot of time trying to get this collection together. I'm aiming to collect from the start of the Jeff Johns run up to the end of, or the start of Rebirth, really. I've got all of the stuff up to the start of New 52. After that, though, the New 52 onwards, I've still got a fair few holes to fill. I finally found Volume 4 of Red Lanterns a couple of weeks ago for a decent price. I refuse to pay eBay prices for some of them. Down here, we've got the Rebirth, Green Lantern and Hal Jordan and Green Lantern Corps. Coming over here, we've got my Harley Quinn stuff. That was a great omnibus, Harley Quinn and the Gothicism Sirens. I loved reading that. All the New 52 stuff, the Rebirth stuff, and some of the post-Rebirth stuff as well. Heroes in Crisis, I haven't read that yet, but I've heard mixed stuff about it. The JLA run, New 52 Justice League, and then the Rebirth Justice League, and then there's my post-Rebirth Justice League stuff so far. I haven't read any of that. I've got a bit of other reading to do before I get there. And here we go, the JSA. I think that is by far my favourite comic collection I've ever read. They may not be the best comics, but there's something about those volumes that I just absolutely love. Kingdom Come, the new edition, a couple of Manhunter's Mirror, and Power Girl. On the bottom shelf, I've got Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 1, the Omnibus. I'm hoping they bring out a Volume 2, but I'm not holding my breath, so I might have to complete that run in trades. I've got the start of the Rebirth run, which I'll pick up the rest. Secret 6 by Gail Simone, which is absolutely fantastic. Shazam, Starfire, Stormwatch, Suicide Squad. I love the Suicide Squad, and I'm really looking forward to the new Tom Taylor run coming out soon. Super Sons, and then Supergirl over here. I need to collect the rest of the Rebirth Supergirl. Action Comics. Here's my Superman stuff. I got a bit of it from someone down in Adelaide. I've read a fair bit of it, but I've got a bit of this older Superman stuff to go still. Over here is my Rebirth Superman stuff. And my post-Rebirth Superman stuff. The Bendis Man of Steel and the Bendis Action Comics. I haven't read any of them yet, but I have heard mixed things about them. Superman, Batman, Superwoman, which was one of my favourite Rebirth series. The Jeff Johns Teen Titans run. Some more Teen Titans. The Terrifics, Terror Titans, and Titans as well. And over here, we've got my last few DC things. Or some of them anyway. I've got Titans, the Lazarus Contract crossover, Trinity, Watchmen, Young Justice, and I have my Earth one stuff kept separately. I like sort of keeping that different continuity separate. So guys, up here we have my Wonder Woman stuff. I aim to collect all of the Wonder Woman stuff from the start of the Perez run all the way up to the current stuff. I know there's a fair bit missing here still. So I am on the lookout for some of it. I'm still after the third omnibus by George Perez. But over here I got Wonder Woman by Mark Deodato. Wonder Woman by John Byrne. I've got a few more to collect of that. By Phil Jimenez. By Greg Rucka. And a few little ones in there. And then here's my Rebirth stuff. All the hardcovers and all the way up to the post-Rebirth. I'm aware that I'm missing all of the New 52 stuff. But I have one of the Absolutes which I sold, and I will pick up the Omnibus. I just prefer having the Omnibus formats up here. I hope you enjoyed that quick overview of my DC stuff. If there's any you want to see in more detail, let me know. For part 3, I'll show off my Marvel comics and Image comics and all the independent stuff. My Marvel collection's not the same size as my DC stuff. But anyway guys, like and subscribe if you want to see more content. I plan to put out 1 or 2 videos a week, but otherwise see you all next time.